Hey everyone, we are already into session 6. This semester is flying by. So let's get started talking about barriers to success this week. Thus far, we have really focused on ourselves, the diversity within our own lives, who we are as diverse individuals, and now we are going to transition into a little more conversations that talk about including others and things that exist because there is diversity, and how those things negatively impact all of us. So today we begin talking about those barriers that exist and how those barriers really impact the success of everyone. The barriers that we are really jumping into in chapter 3 are things that do happen to us internally. And the book uses the terms all of the isms. And so we are going to take a deep dive in the beginning on our perceptions of others, and how those perceptions are learned. They are taught, just like the alphabets, just like any subject in school. Your perceptions are learned, and you know what? It just is what it is. It's already happened. There's nothing you can do to go back and change the perceptions that you were taught, but you have the options to change them now. You can make informed decisions to go, you know what? That perception that I was taught, or that was just embedded in my family culture, that isn't right. That was based on nothing, or that was based on incorrect information. It was based on prejudice. It was based on hatred. And I don't have to be that person. I don't have to do that. I don't have to continue this cycle. I don't have to teach my children this. And so understanding here in this chapter that these perceptions that we carry around with us, whether we realize they're perceptions or not, they in fact hurt us. They hurt us because we're missing out. We are missing out on the ability to relate to other people. And it hurts them too. But when we think about why we should let go of these thoughts, you know, it's going to make us be better people as well. And that's what we need, right? We need the world full of better people. One thing that really kind of grabs me when I read this portion of chapter 3 is that these prejudice thoughts, these perceptions that we have of people come really from an ascribed status, and that is a person's physical characteristics, their inherited traits, whatever we see on the surface, which is why in session 4, you did that exercise of what people can see when they look at me versus what they can't see underneath. So I was trying to get you started on that. You know, we are making assumptions about people based upon what body they were born into. How awful. How demeaning is that, right? I cannot control what color my skin is. I cannot control what color my hair is, what color my eyes are. I cannot control what my body looks like. I cannot control what genitalia I was born with, but yet we as a people make assumptions and judge people based upon those things. And that is kind of where we're kind of peeling back right now in this chapter. Taking a step back and going, why does that exist? Why does that thought exist? hey, that's really something I should change because I'm missing out on relating to all of these other people that I come in contact with because my perception is that they're so different from me. And so I challenge you to go into this chapter with an open mind. I challenge you to step out of who you are and really step into other people. And just really go into this with the thought process of what can I change inside of me and my thoughts to make this world that I live in a better accepting place. And when we do that, we realize that everybody that we interact with has positive contributions to our life. And so why should we judge them? Why should we listen to those perceptions? Why aren't we being open to all the people that we come in contact with? So you'll read the first part of chapter 3 that really focuses on those barriers. So there's a lot of negativity, but we're getting to the point of how to take this negative and turn it into a positive. But we do have to kind of get through that, understanding that these negative barriers exist, and we need to unpack that. And so that's what we're doing here. So you will complete your session 6 notes as you're doing your reading. You guys are knocking me out. Y'all are phenomenal with this. Just remember that, this is a little bitty line, but it's a big part of the chapter. And so you're going to have to make sure that you're putting forth some effort here. I need to see multiple aspects that you read and you thought through and you recorded there. So bullets are fine here if you want to do that, but just make sure, it's not just a few words for each item that I've laid out. It is an actual process of you have read the text and you have processed that information. There's some vocabulary words here as well, so recording those definitions from your text is important. And then once you get to the end, taking some of that time to just reflect and answer those summary questions. Once you are done with the reading notes, then you're going to move into the perceptions journal. This was a fun journal for me. I love this. I love doing activities that really challenge who we are on the inside, and hopefully this activity is going to make you go, wow, okay. So this video, and some of you may know the name when I say it, but this video starts out looking at a woman whose name is Susan Boyle. And she was the lady that sang on a talent show many years back. Some of you may not be old enough to remember when this happened currently, but take a few minutes to watch that video and really take a deep dive in yourself. What happens when you see this person appear on the screen? What perceptions do you have about her based upon what she looks like? And then what happens when that perception is changed when different things happen throughout the video? And so I hope this will be a good exercise for you to kind of get all in your feelings and really, really do some deep dives into the perceptions that exist in your life. It is so easy to say, oh, I don't have any perceptions, or I'm not prejudiced about how people look, or how people dress, or what people's hair look like. Well, you know what? That's easy for everybody to say. But there are some things that exist that we may not even realize exist. And so this is a good activity for us to kind of take a deep dive and really answer some questions about the perceptions that might exist that we didn't know existed in us. I really hope that you guys are loving some of these activities and learning some information about all the different aspects of diversity in ourselves and in our world. As always, when you are doing any of this work, if you have any questions or you need any help, please feel free to reach out. I am always just an email away. Y'all have a fantastic day.